This is the Red Sox POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Boston Red Sox, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Roman, Jaron, both go yard. Matz, Whitlock, Chapman, terrific out of the bullpen. And the pessimist in me does say that Richard Fitts is going to be down for a while. I truly hope I'm wrong. I'm Steve Lennox, longtime play-by-play announcer and show host on ESPN and satellite radio. We welcome you into our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast, providing reaction to every Red Sox game on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel. Our Locked On Red Sox postcast also available on the Locked On Red Sox podcast feed, which you know is free and available wherever you get your podcasts. We are presented by 5 Hour Energy. Enter for a chance to win a dream golf trip for two to any golf tournament in the USA. Visit 5hewin.com for full rules and entry. No purchase necessary. Excludes the Masters tournament. Ends October 31, 2025. We do want to hear from you on this Monday. Our first-timers are everydayers, are Royal Rooters. With us on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel, hit that comment button. Give us your thoughts on the victory against the Orioles. With the win, the Orioles, 4-3 victory for the Sox, and with that victory, they snap a 4-game losing streak against Baltimore.
This is what you'll be talking about.
1-run ball game, bottom of the 8th inning. Garrett Whitlock out of the bullpen for the Red Sox after Steven Matz worked 2 scoreless. Gunnar Henderson, a leadoff double, tying run in scoring position with nobody out. And you're thinking it's Garrett Whitlock on the mound. He's been outstanding. He's going to get through this. And he did. Whitlock just absolutely mowed him down. Mountcastle, strikeout. Mayo, strikeout. Cowser, great night. To that point, 3-2 pitch, he goes down on strikes, inning over. Then in the top of the 9th inning, you're thinking, boy, getting that run, that one insurance run to third base, less than 2 outs, that's going to cost him. No, it didn't, because Aroldis Chapman does the job again, retires Basello. The rookie helped out, first pitch swinging, pop up to right field. Carlson ground out, Vasquez pop up, ball game over, Chapman the save, 25th on the year. That's how the game ended. How about the way it started? Roman Anthony against Sugano, the starter for the Orioles. Boom. Straightaway center field pretty much. First career leadoff home run. By the way, number of the night, the 6th of the season for the Red Sox. Number 6, Duran 4, Romy 1, and now Roman Gonzalez and Romy Gonzalez and Roman Anthony with 1. His first career leadoff home run. Red Sox were down 3-1. Bernardino, just the second time. Remember last year? You had to go to your fingers, your toes, your friends' fingers and toes. It felt like last year every time the Red Sox had an opener, trying to outsmart baseball. Bernardino, Harrison stays in AAA. Bernardino, the opener, works a scoreless inning, strikes out 2 in the bottom half of the first inning after Anthony's one beautiful swing at the plate gave him a 1-0 lead. Richard Fitts into the game, gave up a run in the second on the home run by Cowser, and then Fitts in the third inning. Boy, oh boy, he gave me Fitts there. Third inning, 1-1 game. Fitts gets Holiday on a line out, Jackson on a ground out. Then he walks Gunnar Henderson. Then he hits Ryan Mountcastle. Then he comes back and walks Kobe Mayo to load up the bases. Cowser, 2-out, 2-run single, 3-1 ball game. And it was 3-1. Until Jaron Duran came to the plate with 2 on in the 5th inning and delivered a 3-run home run to put the Red Sox up 4-3, and that's your final. Jaron Duran, the home run, his 13th on the season, and the Red Sox up at that point 4-3, and that turns out to be the final. Now, Richard Fitts, oh, man. Giving up that 2-out, 2-run single when he got the first 2 batters out in the 3rd inning, that goes by the wayside because Fitts takes the mound in the 6th inning. He's facing Mayo, and on a pitch to the plate, kind of didn't jerk his right arm, but flexed it a little bit, then looked at it immediately. Jahmai Webster, first NESN reference, Jahmai Webster, letting viewers know that the Red Sox announced it is right biceps tightness. Right forearm tightness, biceps tightness. So I thought it was more elbow down. And I've seen, yes, I've bragged about being in the minor leagues for many years, and I've seen pitchers on the mound and you've seen them at the ballpark. All of a sudden, they sort of grab. Some guys, they just don't even realize it. But some guys grab, and the way Fitts did it, you just thought that's the ulnar collateral ligament. I hope it's not. But right now, realistically, I don't know that you see Richard Fitts again this season. I've said it before. Pitching depth is a myth. It does not exist in pro ball. Doesn't exist in A-ball, AA, AAA, or even the major leagues. I mean, you've had Houck down. You've had Crawford not even pitch this season. You've had Criswell now on the IL. And you can go on and on with the arm injuries this year and just injuries in general for the Red Sox. But it very, very well may be Hunter Dobbins, the other one I was trying to think of there. It may very well be that Richard Fitts is down. And are you scrambling right now? You might be. And as Fitts gave up the 3 runs in the 2 innings, you're thinking, Buehler's out of the rotation for this. That 4th, 5th spot right now. May was not great on Sunday against the Yankees. And you're thinking, these guys are bullpen guys. These guys you're not really going to see a whole heck of a lot of come October, whether it's one series or multiple series, or you make it all the way to the league championship series. But this could hurt big time for the Red Sox. And you're really looking at AAA, and you're looking at Harrison, you're looking at Tolle. It's always next man up, and you're looking at Sandlin. You might be fighting it to bring any of those 3 up right now. And right now, those guys, those 3 right now with Criswell still on the IL, no update on him. Those 3 guys, Harrison in the Devers deal, Tolle drafted last June of 2024, and Sandlin, it might be go time for those guys. You might have to throw them in the deep end and say, swim and go for it. Now, you don't have to rely heavily on them, but they might give you the best opportunities right now to compete. We'll see how it plays out. But even after giving up the 2 runs on the 2-out single in the 3rd inning, Fitts got the job done in the 4th inning. 1, 2, 3 with 3 Ks. You're thinking, okay, he's turned the corner. Okay, we'll give you a little mulligan here. You're coming out of the bullpen for the first time at the big league level. So he got the job done in the 4th, got the job done in the 5th inning, and had retired, 7 in a row, as he took the mound to start the 6th inning. So he was starting to maybe settle into a groove. Steven Matz comes on, 2 scoreless. As I touched on, Whitlock, 8th inning, leadoff double, nothing else, 3 strikeouts. Chapman, 1, 2, 3, 9th inning. That's what you come to expect. Save number 25 for Aroldis Chapman on the season. Another victory, and this is one with an injury. This isn't losing the 4th and final game on Sunday against the Yankees in the Bronx after you won the first 3, and you're disappointed they didn't finish off the series sweep. This is a victory with an injury to a guy, Richard Fitts, who's already dealt with 1 injury this season when he went down with the pectoral muscle. So this is twice now this year where he's exited and left during an outing with an injury. You just feel for the guy. I don't care who he is. I don't care if he's given up 27 runs in his previous 3 outings. He was out there trying to compete at the ultimate level, and he goes down with an injury. It's just, you just feel it. You feel it in your gut, and you know he's feeling it right now too. I'm sure there's going to be further testing on Tuesday and in the coming days. With these, you just don't feel good about, good news in the next 24, 48 hours for Richard Fitts. And it's disappointing. But overall, again, a victory. Now 4-1. You've got a 500 road trip. You know what now? You're not even close to finishing this one. I do think, these 5 games, road trip starting last Thursday in the Bronx, I feel like it's gone by in a blink of an eye. You're now 5 games in, 3 more to go. You've got Giolito, Bello, Crochet. Step on their necks. Don't let the Orioles breathe. Got to get the bat still coming around. Leadoff home run, a 3-run home run. The leading man, Connor Wong. You talk about Roman Anthony starting the game off with a home run. Red Sox did have the leadoff man on board 4 times on the night. Connor Wong twice leading off an inning with a base hit. 3rd inning, Wong leadoff double. Anthony strikes out. Bregman fly out. Duran a walk. Story a pop up to first. Inning over. Wong a leadoff single in the 5th inning. Anthony a base hit. First and second it was there. First pitch swinging. Bregman pops out. Duran hits the 3-run home run. So Connor Wong, and Lou Merloni talked about it. I've been talking about it. This isn't Rutschman Basallo with the Orioles, where you have two quality catchers, I think. And Rutschman is not done behind the plate, I don't think, by a long shot. Maybe he is moved in the offseason. Maybe the Orioles can capitalize with depth at the catching position and add where they need by trading Adley Rutschman. That's an interesting one because he was a franchise corner piece a few years ago. But anyway, behind the plate for the Red Sox, Narvaez, Wong. You want them in tandem. Lou Merlone said it. Not that I have been saying it for a long time, and they've intimated it, both Will Middlebrooks and Lou Merlone, but you need both of these guys. Neither one should get a bulk of the catching, and Narvaez has at different junctures in the season, and he's sort of worn down. I said it back in May. The guy's a rookie. You need contributions behind the plate from both catchers. You're getting them. And I think the more rest they get here, 4+ weeks now left in the regular season, the fresher they're going to be. Defense behind the plate is number one. Framing, throwing, pop time, all those different things that you love to talk about from a catcher's perspective defensively, those are the top priorities. The hitting, I'm not going to say it's gravy because in this lineup, you need them to hit. And Connor Wong's starting to hit twice, leading off an inning with a base hit. You'll take that. 4-3 victory. Again, the disappointing news with Richard Fitts, but 4-1 trip. And this, again, you had the chance for a great homestand against Miami and Baltimore as you had a good lead in that. You were up 3-0 in that series. On that trip, 2-0. You were up 2-0. It was a 5-game homestand. You were up 2-0. You're thinking, okay, 4-1. No, you ended up going 2-3. This is 4-1 right now. This easily could be 6-2, and that would be terrific because then you go home for 6 against Pittsburgh and Cleveland, and I'll probably say it all week. You get Paul Skeens for the Pirates going in game 1 of that series on Friday night. Glad you're with us, and we do hear from you, our Royal Rooters, next. Locked On Red Sox Postcast. And we are presented by 5-Hour Energy. Time to fuel up and turn it up with 5-Hour Energy Transfusion. This grape, ginger, and lime-flavored shot brings the iconic taste of the golf course favorite to a non-alcoholic boost, perfect for sinking birdies or making great memories with friends. It's a hole-in-one for your energy game. Whether you're out on the course or need a little extra push to power through your day, 5-Hour Energy Transfusion delivers the clubhouse flavor you love without ever leaving the green. Golf is all about good times with good people and good flavors. The grape, ginger, lime flavor of 5-Hour Energy Transfusion gives you the best parts of your clubhouse go-to without leaving the course or chasing down the bev cart. Now you can amp up the fun even more. Just buy, snap, and enter for a chance to win a dream golf trip for 2 to any golf tournament in the USA. Tee up that trip. Visit 5hewin.com. That's 5hewin.com for full rules and entry. No purchase is necessary. Excludes the Masters tournament. Ends October 31, 2025. Locked On Red Sox Postcast also presented by FanDuel. It's here, folks. August 26th. That is Tuesday. And August 26th with FanDuel is officially FanDuel Futures Day, a brand new holiday for football fans who live for the bold predictions and preseason hunches. For just 24 hours, FanDuel is giving you deals on NFL season predictions. So whether you're calling your MVP, eyeing a long shot division winner, or ready to crown your Super Bowl champ before week 1 even kicks off, this is your moment. Who's going to be the MVP? Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen? Crown your champion in August. Are you thinking Eagles for the repeat? I have some friends who certainly would love to see that happen. Are you thinking the Chiefs get back and win it next February? Are you picking the Buffalo Bills? That would certainly make my brother-in-law, my sister, and their 2 kids very happy. Pats, I'm thinking maybe you start thinking them as a Super Bowl contender next year or the year after. You can also parlay your division winners, winner dark horses. Visit the FanDuel app today. Start planning your futures bets now because Futures Day is one day and one day only. FanDuel, play your game. Happy to have you on board. Locked On Red Sox Postcast. Couple of numbers of the night before we hear from you, our Royal Rooters. 6-time this season, I mentioned earlier, Roman Anthony, first career home run to lead off a game. 6-time this season. The Red Sox have done it. Duran's done it 4 times. Romy's done it 1 time. And now Roman Anthony has done it as well. 42nd time this season, the Red Sox with 2 or more home runs in a game. And now 33-9 when they go deep 2 or more times in a game. And Richard Fitts, he's allowed 11 home runs now on the season, 9 of the 11 with nobody on base. And Roman Anthony with that leadoff home run to start the game against Sugano for the Orioles, youngest player in club history to hit a leadoff home run. Who is our leadoff hitter? I think that was a pretty good segue right there. Not going to pat myself on the back, but let's go to our leadoff hitter. Who is our Royal Rooter to lead things off? She keeps the streak going. Emily Toxox. Bullpen for the win. Absolutely. And even Fitz. I mean, he might have very well have gone out there and given you one more inning. But Matz comes in, and Matz is a reliever now, understands coming in that situation. He comes in with an injury. He was already warming up, so he wasn't coming in cold. Got the job done with 2 scoreless innings. I'm wondering, do you start to extend Matz a little bit? He's been a starter in the past. Do you start looking to maybe make him a 3-inning guy at the start of a game? I don't know if it would even be in consideration. I don't know if somebody would bring it up in a room. But Matz might have to be an option. Might be an option. Who knows? But you extend him out a little bit. It's been a while since he's been in a starter role, but I believe he pitched 4 or 5 innings a couple of times during his tenure earlier this year with the Cardinals organization. Parquet Poppy, Roman is elite. He's becoming that. He really is. I had this thought. He's a must-watch at bat. I don't want to say he's a frustrating at bat, but he's almost a boring at bat. And the reason I say that is because he takes he's got such an incredible eye at 21 years old. When they mention his age, I just think, what an incredible eye at the plate. An idea of what he wants to do and just understands he's not going to swing at a pitch that is 1 ball, 2 balls off the plate. He takes a lot of outside pitches that are just off the plate that he could go the other way on. And he probably does that in the future, expands his strike zone. But right now, borderline pitches, it's almost as if Juan Soto almost, where the umpires think, well, if Soto didn't swing, I mean, that's what they used to say about the great one, the splendid splinter, the 406 on the top of the hat right here, Ted Williams. If Williams didn't swing, well, it must be a ball. Roman Anthony, yeah. Parquet Poppy, 100%. Curtis, it's so refreshing to feel this confident when the closer comes in. Chapman is unbelievable. Really is. And I'm starting to wonder, do the Red Sox go to him and say, hey, you've had great success here. You know his work ethic. It's been well chronicled. He's working big time. Peter Abraham had a one-on-one with an interpreter in Sunday Baseball Nuts, Boston Globe on Sunday. The guy works his tail off. The issues that he's had in the past, they're in the past. Gone, not forgotten. Understandable. But the way he's put things together, first year with the Red Sox, 3 years, I think he's only making $10 million, 10 or 12 million this year. 3 years and 36. His drop-off's not coming for a few years. Would you say right now, and at his age, he's looking for, hey, I want my next final deal. I don't know that you go 4, but I'd be willing to go 3 on Aroldis Chapman tomorrow. Thank you, Curtis. Emily, home run for Roman, and Wong got things going tonight as well. Imagine what we could do if the bats come through every time we had guys on. Yeah, 1 for 7 runners in scoring position. I don't even want to talk about it. And in that 9th inning, I'm like, oh no. Well, it's Chapman coming in 1, 2, 3. Ball game over. Didn't need that insurance run in the top of the 9th inning. Parquet Poppy. Chapman has been phenomenal this year. Absolutely. Just unreal stuff at his age. And again, I don't think he shows signs of slowing down in 2026 or 2027. You signed him to a 3-year deal, and you got him at 40 in that 3rd year. I still think, maybe you've got a different closer and he becomes your 8th inning guy. And I think he'd be open to that. But that's a far way off. But 3 and 13 a year, that's 39. 3 and 39 for Chapman. I think you'd sign up for that right now. Cool, Genuine Phil. Big bounce back dub. It really was. And this is part of baseball where it's like, hey, and Alex Cora said it. Our job, our business is to win series. They did that on Saturday. They won that series on Saturday against the Yankees. A sweep would have been gravy. Would it have been great? Absolutely. Didn't happen. Okay, you move on. You rebound. And It's a comeback win, 30th on the season. There's a number of the night. Jarren Duran's home run, turning a 3-1 deficit into a 4-3 lead. That turns out to be the final. Duran's 3-run shot, and we've been clamoring for him to get going. Well, he got going right there. At bat of the night for me. Curtis, pitching staff got it done today, but I hope we figure out the actual fifth starter. Don't want to hurt our bullpen because they're filling in complete games. Yeah, very much so. Sam, Duran with the at-bat of the night, right? Sam, I was right there with you, and I just saw that for the first time. Yeah, that 3-run home run, putting them in front. Duran needed it. The Red Sox needed it. Because now maybe, I mean, again, he's legit. Maybe if Duran goes on a tear for the final 4+ weeks of the season and really gets going here, you're in good shape. Emily, Chapman is our ace in that bullpen. Matz did great as well. Yes, he did. He's a real good pickup. Even if one gets on, he cleaned up. Fitts wasn't terrible at first, but he definitely got better. Fitts was terrible at first, giving up the 3 runs. That 2-run base hit with 2 outs where 4 straight batters reached with 2 outs, that gave me the fits right there. I hope Richard Fitts, maybe it's just a few weeks. We'll see. There we go. Parquet Poppy. Whitlock has excelled in his role for a while now. Absolutely has. I'm always so confident when he steps on the mound that he'll come through for us. When he picked up the first strikeout, then he got the second strikeout. Cowser's up there. Ended up working the 2-2 pitch to make it 3-2. That was close, but it was inside. And then he got the strike 3 on Cowser and left the runner in scoring position. That was terrific. Thank goodness Duran got that hit. He needed a boost. Seti had just not been good. Seti has just not been good at the plate right now. Had the double. Emily Toxox right there. Had the double in the 9th inning Sunday. Yeah, you need Rafael to get going. Yeah, you need a couple more bats in this lineup to get going. George, pen, awesome. Absolutely. Jordan, the back of the pen is impenetrable. I hate that word because I have a tough time with it. Boom. Brownie. Slayton soon too. Yeah, that's going to be big and could be in the next 48 hours. Brownie said he will be fine. I hope so. And I think he will. But, man, he's in a funk right now. And it's still kind of continuing a little bit. Parquet Poppy, he got some really bad calls at the plate. I think you're talking about Seti. Showed a little frustration. Palpable at the plate. Blues have been terrible for a week now, though. Got to adjust. Yeah, the umpiring is, and the umpire tonight, I didn't get his name. I didn't write it down. Was along those lines. Joe, what happened to Seti? In a slump right now. Got to get back to the basics and got to get back to, they've got video, they've got everything. He's got to go back to, he's still going to be aggressive in the zone, even out of the zone early in the count. He's actually worked some walks of late, but just hard contact, no pop-ups, and just become a doubles hitter. Line drives. He's already got the contract. Line drives make you a lot of money. Michael, love watching this team right now. Remember that if they go on a little swoon here. Grounding out wins is so important, especially when the postseason rolls around. 100%. Yeah, and that's why I think they're in pretty good shape there. Should have never moved Seti out of the number 9 hole. That's from Brownie. He's the best 9-hole hitter in the game. Pitchers can avoid him when you move him to 6 or 7. Can't avoid him when Roman Bregman and Duran coming. Yeah, and it used to be that 9-hole hitter where Duran or where Cedar Rafaela was. That was like the number 2 leadoff hitter. It was him 9, Duran 1, and that's not the case anymore. And we were clamoring. Do you move? I mean, there's one point. Hey, he was hitting well with runners in scoring position. Move him up in the lineup, but maybe that number 9 spot, maybe a little less pressure. And they're going to pitch you differently in that number 9 spot, especially if you are that leadoff hitter to start off an inning. All right, I got to scroll through here. Got to get out of here. Brownie, let's see if we give you the final shot. We'll see what happens. He's the only arm that would really be a game changer. Everyone else that could get the call up, you're just guessing. Tolle is a surefire thing. No such thing in baseball. So we'll see what will happen. Yeah, we're going to. Yeah. See what happens there. TD checks in. I love, is that Bayo? Tello, his fastball is Josh Beckett as a lefty. I think you're talking Tolle. Totally. Okay. Fastball, Josh Beckett. As a lefty, must work on developing his two other pitches. You need those at the big league level. His fastball is out of this world with movement. We'll see how this plays out. As I said in the beginning, it's sort of along the lines of with the injuries that you've sustained, with Buehler sort of out of the rotation right now, and May, box of chocolates, one good one, two, 1.5 good ones, two bad ones. And I just did not like the body language, the facial expressions on Sunday when he gave up 3 home runs in the loss against the Yankees. Game 2, 4-game series against the Orioles. That comes on Tuesday night. We're going to be on within minutes of the final out with our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast. We tip our cap to 5-Hour Energy and FanDuel. And we tip our cap to the Royal Rooters as well. We do appreciate your effort in making us the number one place to hang out immediately after every Red Sox game. Locked On Podcast Network, your team, your Red Sox, every day.